rebounds, 11 assists, Broussard. But this was a close game throughout. But Trae helping the Hawks go on a 17-8 run to come back and steal game one from Giannis. And the Bucks, Giannis, by the way, he played well. Came just an assist shy of a triple-double, finished with 34 points. Wasn't enough, though. Hawks win. They win on the road. And for Trae, another big performance on the big stage. Take a listen.
I'm all for the biggest moments. And I don't know. I feel like I've worked my whole life, and we've talked about it in our little conversations we've had, that just getting to the playoffs is something that I wanted to do this year. And as a team, and not making the last 2 years has been tough. And so just having that motivation that when we got here to be ready, it was definitely something that I was thinking about.
All right, so let's just put this in a little perspective.
Look at that.
Trae becomes just the second player ever to go for 45 and 10 in a conference finals or NBA finals game. Look at that. He joins Jerry West on that list. Broussard, are you ready to declare Trae a superstar? Superstar.
Jenna, let me start with this. I'm absolutely astonished at what I'm seeing from Trae Young. We have hardly seen anything like this in the history of basketball. I think in recent memory, you have to go back to 2007, LeBron James leading that motley cast of characters, with all due respect, to the NBA Finals, all right? But LeBron was 6'9", 250. All right, you can go back to 2001 with Allen Iverson leading Philadelphia to the NBA Finals. But Iverson was the MVP that year. Dikembe Mutombo, their center, was the Defensive Player of the Year. And Larry Brown was Coach of the Year. And they were the #1 seed. All right, Trae Young is a one-time All-Star who's never been All-NBA. And they were a 5th seed this year. So this is unprecedented, virtually unprecedented, what he is doing. And you can't blame injuries, because New York wasn't injured. And Philadelphia, I get the meniscus with Embiid, but he played terrifically for the most part. So you can't blame injuries on that. And Milwaukee is healthy. If Trae Young somehow wins this championship, and I still can't wrap my mind around that, but I couldn't wrap my mind around him beating Philadelphia or Milwaukee either. If he does this, we will have never seen anything like this. Not Michael Jordan, LeBron, Magic, Bird, Kareem. Go on. Nobody has led such a mundane, mediocre, nondescript group of guys to a championship. Now, all of that said, I still am not ready to declare him a superstar. A star, yes.
Wow.
A superstar, no. And hear me out. A superstar, no. It's kind of like Jimmy Butler last year. When Jimmy Butler, took out Giannis, the 2-time MVP, battled LeBron in the NBA Finals. But we all knew he's not a superstar. He's a star. He's not a superstar. And look, maybe I'm being stubborn. Maybe it's Trae's hair. I don't know. But I'm not ready to give him the superstar yet. And I think this is what has to happen. He has to do it for and if they win the championship, all bets are off. Okay. But if he doesn't, he has to do this for a sustained period of time. Just one season. Just one season. Like next year, put up your numbers, which are superstar numbers, 26 and 9 or whatever he's going to give us, and win 50-plus games. Be a high seed, and then have another solid run in the playoffs. That would make you a superstar. It's too soon, in the words of Kevin Durant. It's too soon, bro. It's too soon, bro.
But Chris, here's the deal. And Nick, you know this because there wasn't too many people more high on Trae Young than you in college, and then also transitioning into the league. He did this in college. He averaged damn near 30 points and 10 assists in college. Now, here's the tricky part is that transition. Can you get to the league and do that against the best? We've seen this in spurts. You can go back to last year, the Kobe Bryant tribute. Drops 45 points when nobody in the NBA wanted to talk about basketball. Nobody wanted to play basketball. And he just went out there and did his thing. You go to this year, leading up, the Knicks. MSG, doing it with the flair, doing it with the swagger. So when we talk about superstar, he's doing it. He's showing us this whole little shimmy thing. The confidence that you have to do this and then take your shot is just next level. There's only a few guys that have the confidence to act this way because everybody else is just so nervous. I got to just be where I'm supposed to be. I got to get the game right. I got to make sure my form. This dude is playing with these people. He is manipulating the sport. And so I'm going to say this, and I said it a little earlier, and people may crush me, and that's okay. Yeah, I'm a big boy. But we may see, you put anybody up there. We talked about Allen Iverson. We talked about Steph Curry. I truly believe in the next year or two, he will be more challenging and present more challenges than they do. Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time. Allen Iverson, just nasty with it. I'm talking about taking the game to a whole nother level. This guy, when he gets in that high post, that elbow area, Nick, he's unstoppable. There's nothing you can do.
Floater.
Am I going to continue to dribble and get to the rim? Am I going to do the floater? Am I going to kick it out to a wide open guy because you got to collapse? Am I going to throw the oop? Am I going to hunt for a foul? You don't know. He is absolutely unstoppable. So to say superstar now, absolutely, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm shocked Broussard won't call him a superstar, and I'll explain why in just a moment. But first, some historical precedent for what we're seeing, because there basically is none. 350 points, 100 assists, this many assists, there's 100 assists, first 13 playoff games. Oscar, Luka, Trae, but it took Oscar and Luka 2 playoff runs. 48 points or more in a conference finals. Well, the greatest player ever did it twice. Michael Jordan did it once. Dirk did it twice. And Trae Young right in the middle there. Broussard, you're talking history. You mentioned LeBron in 07, but LeBron had already been to the playoffs. When we're talking about a guy's first taste of the playoffs, Lou Alcindor was unbelievable. He kind of set the standard. Rick Barry took his team to the finals.
Right.
But now we're talking almost 50 years ago. Dr. J did take his team to the finals, but that wasn't really his first playoffs because he had won championships in the ABA. The precedent is Magic. And Magic had one of the greatest games in NBA history as a rookie in Game 6 without Kareem. But the 15 previous games, he did have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar averaging 32 a game alongside him. This is Cam Reddish, who's a nice piece for them, has been out. DeAndre Hunter got hurt in the first round. Bogdan Bogdanovic is injured and just kind of hobbling around. And Trae it's not only that he's doing this on the road because they've been the underdog in all the series. It's the 3 best defenses in the East. The 3 most physical defenses in the East are the Knicks, the Sixers, and the Bucks. They're big, strong, and Trae is killing them. So there is no precedent for it. The reason I'm surprised you won't call him a superstar is this. You've been bullying me for 2 years to call Jason Tatum a superstar. Trae is better than Tatum. Trae has surpassed Tatum. He's surpassed Booker. He's surpassed Donovan. You know how I am on Zion. I think he's surpassed Zion. And I've got this question for you. I know you think Kyrie's a superstar. What evidence do we have that Kyrie Irving could do what Trae's doing? Because Kyrie Irving, when he was on a better team than the current Hawks 2 years ago, that Celtics team played the Bucks in the playoffs and got run off the court, was shooting 6 for 19 seemingly in every game, and they lost in 5. I think Trae is surpassing Kyrie, which makes him a superstar.
I want to see it over a longer period. That's it. What he's doing right now is incredible. As I said, I just need to see it for a longer time. What Jimmy Butler did last year was incredible. And we look at that supporting cast and we don't sing praises to them, but we didn't call him a superstar. You have to do it over a sustained period. Again, that sustained period could just be next season. If he starts out next season, the first 2 months, and he's playing like this, and they're winning, that this continues. They're one of the top 4 teams in the East.
I just feel like that's not a good comp.
Then I'll give it to him. Now, that's my comp.
Chris,
that's my
gift.
Like I'll give it to him. This could be
Jimmy Butler.
Could be Booker. Go ahead.
No. Jimmy Butler is, to me, Jimmy Butler is not a good comp. Everybody knows what Jimmy Butler is. He's super savvy. You're talking about high motor, work ethic. He's going to give you everything on defense. But offensively, you don't, like, you know, some nights he can drop 40 every once in a while, but he's not a 30-plus or 25-plus
types of players,
a night guy.
Yeah, they're different types of players. This is 1 month. This is 1 month. All right, nobody.
That's why I went back to college.
Hold on, Brandon. Hold on. No, college don't matter. All these guys were superstars in college. Look, nobody.
That's not true.
No, that's not crazy. True. No, hold on. Nobody is going crazy, at least up to a week ago, that Trae Young wasn't on the All-NBA team. No one. Now, people were saying, how does Devin Booker not make it? How does Donovan Mitchell not make it? I voted both of them on. Nobody was saying, how in the world does Trae Young not make the All-NBA team? This is 1 month,
so let's just go through
the dude is awesome, but do it over a period of time, unless you win the championship.
But this is why I wanted to go. This is why I went back to college. But hell, we can go back to AAU basketball. We can go back to when he was dribbling and his dad was putting videos up on damn MySpace.